Good morning. I grew up in a Christian household where a deep sense of serving God was instilled in me from a very young age. I was actively involved in ministries like dance, children, and youth ministry. However, all those things were put on hold when I started working in one of the top fast food chains in the country. My focus shifted entirely to my career, and work became an idol for me. I was determined to climb the corporate ladder with the dream of becoming a marketing head by the age of 30. All my time, energy, and talent were dedicated to my job, causing me to lose sight of my faith and neglect my service to God. On the year when I expected a promotion to be brand manager, I was devastated to find out that the position was given to one of my closest friends. Heartbroken, I confronted God, questioning why He had led me there if I wasn't going to be promoted. In my pain, I realized my sin of pride and idolatry. I realized that I had nowhere to go but back into the arms of God. By His grace, I returned to Him in repentance, dedicating my time and skills to His service. With a renewed spirit, I devoted my time and talent to the Lord by serving in Big Singles Ministry as part of their marketing team, leading my discipleship group, and while working still in the same company, He has led me to open a Bible study group in the office. I was so content in serving the Lord that all my ambitions have vanished away and was replaced by God's mission. Eventually, God blessed me with the promotion I desired, making me the brand manager of the company's flagship product. While I am truly grateful for this blessing, my heart was longing to serve God in His church in full-time capacity. I kept praying to the Lord, and if indeed it is His will, He will open an opportunity for me to apply here in CCF. 6 months only into my newly promoted position, and just a few days before my 30th birthday, God called me to lead CCF's communication department. I realized that God had truly fulfilled my dream, but this time it was for His kingdom's purpose and the salvation of souls. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit in March 2020, I, together with the whole communications team, were tasked to completely transition the church online. And during that period, God further affirmed my purpose within His church. I came to understand that the skills I acquired during my corporate career would now serve His kingdom. But my faith was tested when my mom exhibited COVID symptoms. We fought the virus for 21 days. On April 11, 2020, my mom passed away. Yet throughout those challenging times, I felt God's presence, protection, and love all through the support of my CCF family. While her passing was very painful, I felt an overwhelming peace and joy in my heart, knowing that the Lord is victorious over death. I experienced the very words of Jesus in Matthew 11:28-30. And in my weariness and amidst my difficult situation, His yoke is easy and His burden is light. I took a 5-day bereavement leave to settle everything and immediately went back to serving God. Even though I was grieving, instead of being downcast, I was full of energy, zeal, and vigor, not because I was escaping pain, but because I was full of gratitude to the Lord, knowing that it was only Him who carried me through during the toughest times, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I mean, how can you not serve God, whose providence in all aspects of our lives is sufficient? How can you not give your undivided devotion to the Master who is always good and who causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him? By God's grace, this November, I will be serving CCF for 4 years already and working alongside passionate and creative individuals, I have witnessed God's work in reaching millions of people through our CCF social media platforms. The fulfillment I find in this purpose-driven life surpasses any pursuit of personal ambition or dreams. I am motivated by the gospel, God's goodness, and His grace. In the words of my life verse, Galatians 2 verse 20, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me.